moving is a challenge, yeah, and most often than not it's a challenge because you're being taken out of your comfort zone or the zone that you've created, and in that space when you move out, very often, and I'm talking from the mental health perspective, very often people have not said enough of their goodbyes. So when they come into a new space, they are grieving for things that they miss, which they've not been able to give closure to. And that is something that we kind of take for granted. We don't even begin to see it. But that space is something that really requires attention. And I would think that when corporates bring people in to these new spaces, it's important for them to provide that support system, the emotional support system that they require. The physical things, some corporates, if they're large corporates, they offer the concierge services where your schools are being looked after, housing is being looked after, at least temporarily. But it's the emotional vacuum that's created that needs to be filled up. It begins with loneliness and then moves up into sometimes depression. Not necessarily all the time depression, but yes, depression could be one of the major things that people feel just because they feel lonely. Anxiety, and when I'm saying anxiety, it could be just borderline anxiety, things of just the fact that you're moving from the known to the unknown and not being able to go there with the knowledge that yes, every place could have its own support systems to pull you through. So it's also a personality type that probably triggers these things off. So not necessarily everybody who moves cities, would go through a depression or would go through, anxiety disorders. So when we're talking about loneliness, I mean, I think it's a very natural thing for somebody when you're pulled out of your comfort zone and you move out into another space where you don't have the entire backing of the relationships that you shared there to feel that sense of loneliness. Now, when is it that you think that the person needs help? When the person's unable to connect and to recreate new relationships that will take the place of the earlier relationships. So things like when you begin to feel, I don't want to go out now, though you know that you are feeling alone, you still feel, no, I don't want to go out, I don't want to make new friends, I just want to be left alone, don't talk to me right now. Even things that used to interest you earlier don't interest you anymore. Those would be like the triggers that you need to watch out for. A little bit of preparation even before you're moving. So even for people who are listening to this now, if you know that there is a chance of you being able to move, preparing yourself by doing a little bit of awareness of the kind of place you're going to. What would be the things you'd like to take? Especially, cultivate hobbies that you think you can actually pursue when you go there, because making, new relationships would be over a period of time. But at least, pursuing hobbies would be like an easy way in which you'll be able to at least start building new relationships in places. So whether it means, music, doing things in groups, also trying to find out before you go through people whom you commonly know, whether there is somebody they could at least, when they just start off with their new move, would be able to connect with and at least help with even the grocery store fellow, or somebody bringing in your water, your basic necessities. So even to actually initiate you into this whole moving process. So just being aware and being more prepared before you move would be a real thing that would help you make the move easier. I think to de-stress, if you're aware enough, then you probably can, a lot of the arts are a good way to actually, move out of your loneliness. So if there's somebody interested in music, there are a lot of places that they can go to, kind of de-stress. There could be games. I think physical activity and games, exercise, can be a very good space that they can use to be able to move out of the emotional loneliness that they're going through. They could also actually, I think today social media is a big thing that people use. So they're still connected although you're miles away, and I think that is one of the saving graces of social media today, if you ask me, because at least they're connected to people, not like earlier when a good 10-15 years ago when they left and came, it was it took a while before they could actually reach out. But today, every minute could be kind of recorded with the other person wherever they are, so they could still stay connected until they have the time to really make new friends.